Hello everyone, thanks for watching this video. So we're working on drip coffee makers. I have this old one, or this is someone else's actually, and they've had it for, I don't know, 5-6 years I guess. They don't use it and they don't clean it very well, and I noticed the other day that it wasn't working, and they just kept pouring water into it and it wasn't brewing, wasn't working at all. The heating element was heating, but it wasn't dripping any coffee. So I happen to have this guy here, the Elite Gourmet, and it was actually sealed and everything. I just got this from a bargain bin, but it was actually sealed in the box. Put it together, tried to use it, and it wasn't working. It was just water was coming out of the reservoir onto the table, just a complete mess. And what I noticed was it did not have this tube, so it was missing a part. So I don't know if it was a return, probably a return, just taped back up. So I can't use it, so I'm going to try to get this to work again until we can get something better. So what happens, and I'm not sure what this is. I think it's a Walmart brand. It's like a Mr. Coffee, but it's a Walmart brand. So what happens is you put the water in the reservoir. You put the water in the reservoir. There is a hole down there that takes the water, runs it through the heating system, or the element, or heating element, I guess. And then once it gets hot enough, it sends it through this tube, comes up through here, and comes in here through the drip, and then drips to where and this part is missing, where the tray is at, where the coffee grounds are going to be with the filter, and then we have the carafe down here. It's missing as well. Then it ultimately goes in there. So that's a brief synopsis of how this thing's supposed to work. And it's just not going up through this tube once it gets hot. So what I'm thinking is grounds have gotten down into the hole, and the tube that connects that hole to this side over here, you get a better look right there, I guess. Yeah, underneath there's a tube that runs and connects the two. I think there's a clog there. So I took some wire, and I really can't get it to go very far. But I did push this in here a little bit and then ran some water. Let's see. Yeah, just pushed it down in here a little bit. That's about as far as I could go with it, because it makes a right turn right after it goes down a little bit. And but I haven't tried it yet. So what I'm going to do in addition to that is I'm going to try to inject some water into it if I can possibly do that. I got this nice syringe here that I've had, and a MONOJECT. So let's see if we can shoot some water from that hole and see if we can get it to come up here. If that happens, then we know that the line there, or the tube, is clear. All right, put the carafe for the pot back in place. So that's the hole. Here's our MONOJECT. See if that lines up. Yeah, it seems to fit pretty well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just give it a gentle push for now. And we should see some water coming through here. The reason this is wet is because under the sink I rinsed it out, tried to rinse it out before the making of this video, and couldn't get it to work. So that's when I started doing the wire. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Another thing let me say is there is a top on this, and actually first thing I did was take this top off because I thought maybe the clog might have been in here. Here's that top, goes over there. Okay, we'll put that on later. Okay, so here we go. We're going to push this down. Then we're going to check it out. So that should be working. I think the wire must have done something. All right, I'm impressed by that. So what I'll do, be nice to use like vinegar for this. I guess I can descale this before I use it again with some vinegar. But yeah, what we'll do is put some water in it, and we will plug it up and turn it on and see if it's actually dripping again. We'll put this top back on. This is just a couple little tabs here. There we go. Cool. All right, let's put some water in and try it out. All right, I'm back now. I was hoping to do this in the kitchen, but we have some people watching television in there, so I'm going to have to do it out here. I've got the water now. Got close to 2 cups of water. We're going to go ahead and pour it in the reservoir. Now, I don't know if it's fixed or not. I know that's clear, that line. Okay, there's our almost 2 cups of water. Now, typically I would put a filter with the coffee and then put the pot underneath it like that. So yeah, I have this one here that I bought. I showed you. It's missing that tube that runs here. Yeah, that's the only thing that I need for that, and I'll probably never find that. So I'm just going to use parts off of this because they're really close to the same parts as this one, the Walmart one. For example, it came with the filter. This filter here. Okay, so instead of using a paper filter, I'm going to go ahead and use this filter in my machine, and we're going to put our coffee in. All right, and I'll probably end up using the, yeah, let's go ahead and do it now. I'm going to use this right here. If it fits, it may not fit. Yeah, I think it fits. Yeah, they make sure that doesn't fit. So we'll have to use the old one. See, it needs to be cleaned. All right, so we're set up here. Set this down here, and we will shut it, turn it on, and wait and see what happens. Should have left this off. Check it out, it's dripping. So we're fixed, I believe. We are fixed because before the water was never reaching up here. This heats up pretty quick. As soon as I shut the camera off, 5 seconds later it started brewing. All right, we've got a good drip. Wish you could see that better. But we're going to call that a fix. So the problem we had here, if your drip maker is not reaching this point and you continue to add water, it's not brewing, but it is heating up. That tube could be the problem. It could be here, or it could be underneath where it connects the hole that you saw earlier. And you know, try to find something maybe to clean that out. Maybe just a good rinsing may clean that out with at your sink, your faucet, or like I did, you know, get one of these MONOJECTs here. This is the 60 milliliter, the big one. You can kind of hold it up here and push it in instead of having to put your hand way down in there. So yeah, we're good. Thanks for watching the video. Till next time, have a nice day. Take care.